Hello and welcome to my vlog. Now I've just set this up for the first time in an unusual way. I'm just checking around that everything's working, and it does appear that my mic is working and everything's set to the right settings. Excuse me a second while I clear my throat. You could hear it going then. Okay, so welcome to vlog number 103. So backdrop is still green screen, even though the weather outside is okay for vlogging. The garden isn't. It's just there's no grass. There's no grass. So until I get the AstroTurf down, it's going to be indoors. Right now, missed from the last vlog. I meant to put it on the last vlog. I may have touched on it, but Telegram brought in an AI assistance prompt, which always comes up after 3 lines of text. No way to disable it. So anyway, I joined in the thread to say get rid, make it optional, whatever, because I was right on the edge of deleting my Telegram account. So they've actually put a way to hide it on the desktop at first. I'm using Telegram X now on mobile. I was using third-party clients, but they don't cut the mustard. They got their own problems. But yeah, so Telegram is safe for now. All this AI stuff, I'm not anti-AI, it's just a tool. I'm anti the way it's trained, and I'm anti the way it's being thrown in your face without the opportunity to turn it off. If I want to use it, I'll use it under my own terms, not theirs. So yeah, I haven't changed my stance on that. In fact, it's absolutely clarified. So right, MT32 Pi. So as I was saying last time, 96 quid for a Pi 5. So I got the Pi 4, and that is now in use as a Pi 5, as an MT32 Pi, which is good because I got that back and it don't overheat anymore. And I turned the old Pi into, that is a 3D printed case in almost the colour of a Commodore 64, because that is now running BMC64. There's the Pi inside with the green green screen done PCB. But yeah, get that back in there. Oh, that's better. So yeah, that's the BMC64. I have tested it on a few things. It does work quite well. So yeah, just overheats. I'll probably get another Pi 3 or Pi 4. No, it'll have to be a Pi 3 because only for the Pi 3, the BMC64. They haven't done it for Pi 4s yet. So yeah, it'll do. It's nice. I can put other cores or the other Commodore board things on there, like 128 plus 4, even the PET and things like that. But for now, it's just a C64. I haven't had the time to do much more. The reasons being, I'll come to at the towards the end of the vlog. Yeah, right. Cloudflare have come up with this new vlog based on WordPress code, built from the ground up to be secure. Built from the ground up using vibe coding. Yes, that's right. Cloudflare are using vibe coding to build a new blogging platform based around WordPress code. It's written in a different language, TypeScript. It's written in TypeScript, but yeah, it's vibe coded. I don't mind vibe coding if you're going to do it for yourself. If you're going to put it out there for the public to use, then I'm not going to use it. You can do it yourself, fine. You can do it if you want to. I'm not going to use it. I won't force my views on anybody else, but I will tell you what I think, and I'm not a fan of it. I won't use it, but as I say, I'm not going to stop you using it. It's just my own personal thing. I'm me. I'm not you, but I don't want to use it. It's as simple as that. You want to use it, fine. Nah, not for me. So yeah, that's something else I'm not going to use. And because I come to this is because I've been using my blog more. I've actually transferred a load of stuff from SoundCloud over there as well, so it works with audio files, which is good, because we'll come to SoundCloud in a moment. But even though I still have SoundCloud and I won't delete what's there, I won't be adding any more. I'll do it on my own platform, on my WordPress blog. My WordPress is minimal on the plugins for security reasons. It's most of the breaches you hear of WordPress are down to the plugins. So I use just a few and one theme. So where are we going next? Hopefully you won't have heard that. I'll remember to cut out that cough. So we have desktop arcade progress. Well, I've 3D printed a base. I've put all the parts together except the controller panel I've still got to build, but I use my home build controller for that, and everything works perfectly. I did have a problem with the speaker. I had a dodgy connection on the speaker, on the actual speaker connections. But yeah, all good, all working perfectly. I just got to find the time and the filament now to build the case, design and build the case. It's going to be interesting. It's a long term, as I say. It's not going. I'm not going to rush it. It's honestly not, because of the time I got. It's not going to be something I use an awful lot. So I'm not in any rush to get it built. But get it built, I will eventually. And of course, it'll be able to rotate the screen. Now, certain things for the kerfuffle have made me change some rules for the next one, which will come out again in the actual Champions Choice and announcing what there is for the next season video. That'll be released on Sunday. But basically, there was a glitch. If you use keyboard controls to do Raiders 5, which was the 9th game in the Kerfuffle Season 9, it glitched. Took you off the screen, and then you could keep firing until time ran out and build up massive scores. You could even clock it in pretty short time. So one of the rules is going to be no glitches allowed. Play the game fairly. If it doesn't work the same on all platforms, no. Don't use the glitch. I should have put that in at the start. It should have been at the start, because the Phoenix glitch, if Phoenix is chosen, I want to make sure that's not used. So yeah, we don't want glitches. And the other one which came out from the last choice was you've got to be able to easily make a record, take a screenshot of the final score. Because even though the game was okay, to play, we've got a phone call going off, which I'm going to completely ignore. Because we only get spam calls from the home phone. So anyway, yeah, so that's going to be on the kerfuffle. And let's jump cut. Oh, it stopped. It stopped. Don't have to jump cut. Buggers. Yeah, so yeah, now we're going on to SoundCloud. There was I got a scam email saying you've got a parcel coming from which needs payment to clear customs. Now I actually had something come in, so I had a look. I thought, shouldn't be that much. I didn't pay. It was only 47 quid, but I bought it. 23 euros. Euros. There's the first sign. What address was it sent to? SoundCloud@colinjones.co.uk. That's not an AliExpress address. Because what I had coming was coming from AliExpress, which you'll see shortly. So yeah, I got a look. SoundCloud data breach. Yep, there was a data breach in December. And even though they made it public, they didn't tell people that their email addresses were stolen in this breach. So I got in contact with them, and they said, "Oh yeah, we disclosed everything. We disclosed everything responsibly. The only email addresses and no other personal information, payment methods or anything else, passwords. They were all okay. So we didn't bother telling anybody. Basically, I said, well, I disagree with the policy, and you should, because email addresses are personal and the email address I use is unique for SoundCloud. I've changed it now." I should have been informed personally. I don't use SoundCloud an awful lot. I honestly don't. So anyway, I copied all my old stuff off of SoundCloud. There's only 6 tracks. 4 of them are covers and rehashes I've done myself, and 2 of them are clips that you can't find anywhere else. But yeah, bloody, they think, email addresses are not personal enough, and well, it might be law, but what does it hurt them to send it out and warn people? Because I could have got scammed. I'm pretty cynical and alert when it comes to this sort of thing, so I wasn't. So yeah, but always be wary. Always be wary. Right. And what was coming? I got this little thing. Actually, put it by there, and I'll use this as a. Yeah, that would be my thumbnail. It's a cheapo knockoff Stream Deck. It's called a Stream Dock by Mirrorbox, who I've also had capture cards from in the past, and it's different. It's not going to replace Sammy. Sammy does automation. This doesn't. It's only you press the button and things happen. And I think that may as well be the same with the Stream Deck. I'm not sure. It uses the Open Deck software with a few plugins in there, which gives me certain things. I mean, I've got 15 buttons, and I got 3 display panels at the side, which I've used the time, the weather, and CPU usage. 15 buttons, I think it's about 160 quid for a new Stream Deck. £47 something, including delivery and VAT. 47 quid. So yeah, bargain as far as I'm concerned. It's a friend of mine from the NTL Talk channels that drew my attention to it. Thank you, Obi. Yeah, right. So over the weekend, which was one of the reasons for the visit, my busyness, and I got another one coming up, I went to Arcade Club for a visit up in Leeds. So sorted out the parking with Parking B. Now the parking near the hotel, they do validate your parking, you get a discount, but it's £17.50 per night. But what I did was I found a car park a couple of minutes walk away, which was £23.50 for the full stay. So saved a 12 quid. Yeah, and it wasn't a multi-storey car park, it was an open-air car park. I hate multi-storey car parks, I really do. And that was painless. The trip up was a few normal traffic queues. Got out there without incident straight away. While I was up there, did get everybody in the car. I drove my car from the hotel to Arcade Club, which is about 3 miles, because there were car parking slots there, with a charge port. So I plugged the car in there, and that came to 20 from I think it was 31% to 93%, £26.08. I just left it plugged in all day while I was there. Slow charger, 46 pence per kilowatt hour. Now the motorway chargers were 89 pence per kilowatt hour, but I only topped up enough in those. And while we were up there and coming back from Arcade Club, I've got people in the car. I'm always self-conscious when I'm like that, so I'm driving really steady, carefully, properly, as I can. Stopped to let this one guy through a gap, and the guy who was behind me went around me. Thought I was stopping, and almost hit the guy who was coming through the gap, who gave him a really, because that guy had to stop then. That guy had to stop and let him squeeze past. And the look he gave him, I think he went past. He thought, oh God, he's not. That's why he stopped. But yeah, it was funny because he wasn't. It was potentially dangerous, but it wasn't. So that was all right. Again, no problem. Straight back to the car park. Barriers open. I had to find the parking space then. I knew there were parking spaces available because it makes sure there's a space for you. So yeah, did that. That's something else you're not guaranteed in a multi-story. There's space when you get back. And yeah, so I had the space, and yeah, good. It was a really good visit. Leeds Arcade Club, and 3 floors. There's a ground floor for rhythm machines and stuff like that, and all the newer stuff. Middle floor is mine, right? All the 80s and 90s arcade games, and occasional 70s. There was even a Pong there. Top floor then were Japanese games, Candy Cabs, Bullet Hells, and oh, the top floor was the rhythm games, I think. I don't know. I've done a video walkthrough anyway, which I'll put up at some time if I remember. I mean, I've done with the video walkthrough. I just got to overdub it, put some background music, which I'll download from the YouTube library. And yeah, that was all good fun. And one standout game I think for me would have been Maxstorm. It's not something. The game is okay, but the experience was brilliant. You sat in a pod, it's projection, and all you can see is the game. And it's like you're flying a jet fighter aircraft, and it's maximum speed all the way. There's a controller for speed, but you just push that forward and maximum, and you're using the stick to go just pull yourself towards the enemy craft and fire missiles. But so the game isn't that much, but the experience, it felt, I mean, it was a rumble chair, so it gave you the rumble, but it actually felt like you were moving. It felt like you were moving. It's a pretty good experience. I'm going to be seeking out the Star Wars one now when we get to Bury this weekend coming up. I'm going to be busy there. I got two evenings work before then, Wednesday and Thursday, set off Friday morning. So hoping to stay an extra day there so I can actually watch the Kong off itself. Got to query the hotel for that. So yeah, on the way back then, I met the point with these meets. You meet up with the great people from the Main Meister community. Fantastic group of guys. Meals here, there, and everywhere. But one thing is, I did get a dicky tummy, and I think that was from the Korean chicken, which was delicious, from the Weatherspoons on the Friday night. I have a feeling it had garlic in it. Garlic really sets off my dyspepsia, so I'm gonna have to watch out for things like that in the future for when I go out for a meal. Now, on the way back, no traffic queues all the way. It was only a slow charge, and I discovered in services after Tamworth coming back. Stopped off there, parked up the charge. It was a medium charge. We were only doing 20 to 24 kilowatts. And then I noticed on the way out that there's a new bunch of high power chargers that has been installed, but we were charged up enough by then. Got home again, no traffic queues, no hold-ups, straightforward. 220 odd miles with absolutely no problems. Did see almost saw one crash. One guy pulled from the middle lane to the outside lane, and the guy behind was overtaken. He didn't check his blind spot. Almost hit him. Almost didn't. That would have been fun. Caught that on camera. Didn't keep it. Everything on the camera when I do drive in is deleted unless it's an actual incident. But yeah, that was a good one. Looking forward to the next one now. And next Main Meister, I think we're doing the cave in September again. That'll be a day trip. And on to the next one. We got the Kong off then on going up with the wife on Friday, and maybe coming back Sunday or Monday. Hopefully Monday. Now, I was looking at something, one of our dog toys, and it's a rubber bone. It's a rubber bone which they chewed. And what do you think I saw on the floor? Yeah. They'll chew anything and everything. They're chewing, like, to be fair, they haven't chewed a shoe for a while. Gotta love them, but yeah. Chew, chew, chew. But that's theirs. They can chew what they like with that. They can have it back now. Until they completely destroy it. Oh yeah, that was funny, that was. Right, I got two questions from Delboy. Okay, what machine do you seek out, or one machine that is your grail to play? Well, I always seek out the games I like. I mean, Choplifter and Bomb Jack are two right at the top. I did Bomb Jack. No, not Bomb Jack, Choplifter. I got over 300k on that one, with the 20,000 bonus, which meant it was the unprotected PCB, not the original, not the bootleg. It was the unprotected, because the other two, thank you, the other two give 50,000 bonus, and even with 20,000 points bonus, I got 318,000 on the high score table, which was the second loop, third round. And I also had to go on Bomb Jack and got 500,000 on that. So yeah, them mainly. I also look for anything that takes my fancy. I'm looking for a new Rally X. I've seen Rally X in a few places. I'll always play new Rally X if I see one. Cubit is another one I go for. Marble Madness I always have a quick go for. There was a good one. I don't know. I don't know whether it was working properly or not. But yeah, Marble Madness, Crystal Castles. There's tons of them. Battlezone I'll always have a quick go at. If it's got I even had to go at Paperboy. If it's got an unusual control scheme that's hard to emulate, I'll have a go at it. And what is the Grail? I don't think I'll ever play it again. It's not emulated. It's an old crap game. The game isn't very good. I just want to see it again. I just want to play it again. It's called Mole Hunter by Data East. And I think I'm going to call that my Grail. Because I think there may be one or two existing in the world, but I ain't seen one. It uses a strange control. You've got a spinner on a joystick and a fire button. So yeah, I think actually press down on the spinner to whack the moles. I can't remember exactly, it's been so long. But that one brings back memories from my childhood. So that's that one. And my thoughts on the new Neo Geo AES system announced last week as a concept and as an addition to everything else you can play Neo Geo on. Well, personally, I've got no Neo Geo nostalgia at all. There's only a few games on there I actually enjoy, Neo Drift Out being the favourite, by far. I don't like fighting games, so that does nothing. I've played a couple of Neo Geo games in chip shops in the past, but I got no Neo Geo nostalgia. I know the story behind Neo Geo. It was an arcade game which you could also get in the home, very expensive. So but no, I won't be getting one for that reason. What is it though? Possibly retro done right. They're saying no FPGA. It's all based on the original A6, which have been re-engineered. Now, who's re-engineering the A6? We got Hotego and Furtek involved in re-engineering the A6. And given their history, I have a feeling the A6 being recreated with modern technology, they'll be using lower power FPGA. No problem with that, really. You can actually fix them if you actually put it straight down on silicon. You can't fix it. If you use FPGAs, you can make the silicon you want, and that's fine. And you're still using basically the same circuit. It's just the A6 which are using FPGA. That's my feeling on it. Not confirmed. That's my feeling that they're going to be using FPGAs for them. But yeah, as a console, it's done right. They're recreating everything and the price is fairly good. Personally, there's a huge moral issue with it. The Saudi Crown Prince owns SNK and he is known for a brutal totalitarian regime, assassination of people he doesn't like, women as basically throwaway items. So yeah, that's another thing to consider. And of course, as I said right at the start with AI, I won't put my views on anybody else, but it's something that I do feel affects me. And even if I was in for it, even if it was something I'd go for, I don't think I would for that reason. I wouldn't want to give, even though he's not going to notice the money that's coming from it. With all this money he's got, doesn't matter. I'm not going to support that sort of thing. As I say again, that's my personal feelings. So there we have it. That's my questions. That's your questions, Del. Hopefully answered. So now on to the shout outs. Usual disclaimer: if I missed anybody, apologies. YouTube doesn't give me all the notifications all the time. So these are the people who've commented on my videos in the last 3 weeks. These are Weebob, Obi Kind, 8-Bit Boy UK, A Can of Baked Beans, Mark Blaster, Lucas Rainford, Signosis STG, Delboy 3K1 and Big Juffer. So yep, thank you everybody there. So now 24 minutes. I didn't think it was going to be that long. So yeah, now I shall grab this so I can get it. That's the second one I got to block out. And yeah, until the next one, everybody, have fun, enjoy yourselves. I'm certainly going to enjoy myself this weekend. Ta-ra for now.